Okay, we are live, and yes, that's a Rolex Date 118238 on the screen. We're going to talk about Rolex Green, and let's take that puppy off, and we go to camera one, and we've got the lovely lady Brianna, and she is wearing a Rolex Green dress, and I am wearing a semi-Rolex Green vest. We're going to talk about green, folks. Green, yes, we are. And we can actually share. Do you have a picture of that dress on your Flickr? Why don't you bring that up on...
I can also show my...
Yeah, we'll do that, but
dress.
bring it up on Flickr there so we can show that. And so we're going to talk about this, and we are going... And by the way, I've got streaming across. You can find Bri Fit Dance, find her social media links at brifitdance.com. So we'll leave that run for a little while here until we get caught up. And we've got some folks in here already. Stig's in early. And Stig says, cheers, Craig and Lady Brianna and everybody. Absolutely. And Kyle is in the house. And let's see, Stig says, cheers, Mr. Submariner. Yes, I think Kyle has a no-date sub, which is amazing. I think he still has it. Can't keep up with Kyle, though. He goes through some watches sometimes. And let's see, cold and rainy. I wish I were in California. Well, it's cold and rainy here. Where are you? Because it's supposed to be, it's like 50 degrees here. Went from 80 to 50 degrees, just like that.
In the middle of like the summer or something.
Yeah, well, right? It's May 29. Yeah, that's right. And so when does summer officially start, though? Summer officially starts in June, I think. I think June 20th, something like that. I think we're still technically in spring, I think. So anyway,
yeah.
Okay, so we just showed that. All right, so we're caught up.
We look a little tan. I look a little tan. Is that my color?
Well, this is just because of this streaming. This is not... The colors are not exact, unfortunately. And so that's why let's show your dress. Let's show your amazing dress. And can you make that full screen?
That is full screen.
That is full screen. And with this thing here?
That makes it minimized.
Oh, okay. So we got it as full as we can get. And
right.
do you have another one? Oh, wow. Okay. And do you have the full length shot? There we go.
Yeah. It's a long dress. And my mom might fix it.
Just shot those yesterday. You just picked that up at the GW store.
GW store.
Yeah. And how is Bri's audio? Because now she's right on top of the mic. So just let us know.
I love this photo.
And she talks soft, so it should be fine. The level should be fine. But let us know in the chat. And yeah, I think that was a good find.
That's another dress.
I think it was a good find. And there's the purple dress. Yes.
I love this dress too.
Yeah, well, purple's your color. And you got both of those at the GW store.
GW store. Let's ask them if they know what the GW store is.
Do you guys know what the GW store is? It's actually overcast here today. And Supball says Triforce Rich.
Supball.
And Keishan Petgrave. Yes, there you go. We need you to pronounce names around here. All right, so... Rolex Green. We could be talking about a lot of things when we say Rolex Green. We could be talking about that iconic color that the Rolex boxes usually are, that green color. Yeah. And a lot of the literature that you get. When I got my Date 8, I got a little like folding like a wallet, passport case type of thing that was green leather.
The dial of the watches.
And of course, some of the watches have a green dial. So why don't you do a Google search on that one, Rolex Green, and we'll pull up some cool looking pictures. And let's see, no G is in here. Let's see, and let's get caught up here. Yeah, you got I, okay, and hello says no G, okay. So we don't have any feedback yet on your audio, on Bri's audio. How is Bri's audio sounding? And I have a Breitling. Oh, okay. There you go. Nothing wrong with a Breitling. Yeah. Breitling makes some good pieces. And let's see if she can bring that up. And wow, 23,000. Talk about green. Let's show that. Talk about green. They're asking 23,000 for that puppy.
I like it.
A steel watch. There's your green. There's your green boxes. But they're going for the green. They're going for
that's
the
it.
deep green on that one. Show them the asking price.
23,000.
23 grand, you can take that green stunner home with you. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? Okay, see what else you can find, Bree, in green. Rolex Green. She sounds good to me, says Kyle, the cheap man's Rolex.
Oh, Carlos.
Sounds good. Buy
Carlos can
Bitcoin.
comment now.
Buy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Buy the dip. Who's
Do that
buying the
too.
dip? And, oh, we got to get caught up. We missed a few here. Okay, so Corey says, I'm 63 years old with 40 years experience, and there's no doubt that Rolex Green is a fantastic color. There you go.
Yeah.
And audio is
Audio's
perfect. The green dress will get you into any Rolex store anytime, says Stig in the house. And sounds good. Buy Bitcoin. Let's see. Cheap man's Rolex. And sounds good to me, says Kyle. And somebody says nice. And Carlos says hello, Craig, and also he can comment. Now, does he have a wrench? Can somebody let us know that's on YouTube in the comments? Can somebody let us
Yeah,
know
because we can't see
if
here.
he's got a wrench? Because if that's the real Carlos and he doesn't have a wrench, we need to reissue a wrench. But first, we'll have to do a secret question to find out, to confirm that that's really him. We'll have to do a secret question. I'll ask something that only he and I know the answer to. Carlos, still without his wrench. Okay, so Kyle says still without his wrench. Okay.
Oh.
All right, so Carlos, here's the secret question. When we met in person, we went for what? What did we go out to do? What did we go out to do? And who was in attendance? What did we go out to do? We met at Little Treasure Jewelers, then we went out somewhere. What
You didn't have to
did we
say
go out
that.
to do? And who was in attendance?
Yeah, good question.
Let me know that. And then we'll know if it's the real Carlos. Let's see. I don't understand this obsession with these steel watches. Back in my day, Day-Date was the watch for a man. It still is. It still is the way to go. No wrench. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
So you're going to show a Day-Date. Speaking of the devil, look at the Day-Date. Look at that.
I like it.
What do we
and
think?
the gold really goes with it.
Oh, duh. Yeah, gold.
Gold and green.
Gold goes with anything, really. To tell you the truth, I have
That's
to
true.
say, yellow gold goes with anything.
I love it.
Yes, it does. Now, what's the price on that one? Or is
I don't
that
think it
not for sale?
says. I think this is just like an article.
Just like an article? Okay.
Yeah, these are
Okay.
all
Gotcha.
different watches.
All right, keep looking. See what else you can find. I love having an assistant here to find cool stuff to show. Carlos says, let me think. Went to Hoffman and had a sandwich with Brie. Oh, so it's not the real Carlos.
No.
It's not the real Carlos. Wow. Interesting. So we tricked him. We tripped him up. It's not the real Carlos.
Wait, so maybe he was hacked.
Maybe he was hacked. Maybe it's a fake Carlos.
Wow.
Beauty, just like Briefit Dance, says Noel. Bitcoin goes good with everything. Glenn Cooper in the house. Talk about a truth sayer. A truth sayer on the channel. Craig, how old are you? I'm 63 with over 40 years experience with Rolex. I'm the same. So we could be birds of a feather. Times have changed for the worse. Duh. Talk about stating the obvious. Here's 66 says, hi, Craig and Bree. Oh, you did you shared this on your channel, right? Okay. And some of the folks came in from Facebook. So if anybody's watching from Facebook, let us know what Facebook page you're watching on. And the Carlos is LOL. So the other thing Carlos could do is he could send us an email, because then we would know it was from him.
He would know the email.
Yeah, he could send us an email. That's right.
Unless your email is in the description.
Well, but if the real Carlos sends an email, I know what his email address is.
Oh, because it could be
So we can
another
confirm that it's the real
Yeah.
Carlos. So there you go.
Good point.
Oh, what have you found now? I don't want notifications from them.
Oh, whoops. I just said it loud.
Whoops. Okay, so Bree found a Cosmograph, a Daytona Cosmograph. She likes a all gold watch, it looks like. I don't blame you. I really don't. And that looks pretty cool. Now, does that have a dark green dial?
Dark
It looks
green?
like it. It looks like it's dark green.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool. Of course, the lighting might make it look darker green than it actually is. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm not a Cosmograph guy because it's a little busy. I'd rather have a date 8, but hey, I would go for that. I'd make that work. How do I get a wrench, says David Newby. I don't know, because we've got serious security issues here right now.
Who is in the
So
security department?
basically, yeah, whoever's in charge of the security department, first of all, it used to be Carlos, and now he's been hacked. So our chief of security has been hacked, and now we don't know what to do. So at least 2 wrench members need to vouch for you. We prefer to have 3 vouch for you before we issue a wrench. Okay. What else have you got?
Wow. 11,000.
That's a green dial. Let's take a look at that one. And Noel says terrible. Okay, because the security breaches. Yes, it is terrible. Okay, let's see this.
Perpetual, oyster,
this
perpetual.
puppy. Click on it and let's see the photos. Yeah, go through the photos here. There's the guarantee. See, notice it's green. We're talking Rolex Green on today's channel. I like that watch.
Me too.
I do. I'm not a big fan of the smooth bezel, though. They show every little scratch. Not that I really care that much about scratches, but I'd rather have a fluted bezel on a watch, and that's why I would go for the Datejust instead. Plus, I also prefer the Jubilee bracelet to the Oyster, truth be known, but I do like a all brushed Oyster bracelet like that. I don't like the ones with the shiny center links. So yeah, that would be a possibility, but that is way too much money.
Yeah, it is.
Way too much money for a steel watch, I hate to say, even if it's Rolex Green. Let's see here.
I am Carlos, but...
I'm Carlos, but my mind sometimes confound the events on the past with events in the future.
But we never went to Huffman's with
Carlos. I
Carlos.
don't think that's the real Carlos. I think it's a...
Scammer.
I think it's a fake. Yeah, I think it's a fake.
We never went to
And Make Me One Too says 66. He wants a wrench. There you go. We're working on it. We're working on wrenches. We got to get our security team together and see what we can do. But right now we got a bunch of hackers hanging around. Let's see. Noel G says, sorry, but what's the point of this live? What is the point?
Showing the green color.
We're talking about Rolex Green.
Rolex Green.
And we're also interacting with the viewers. The reason we do these live is we can interact with the people that are watching.
And we're streaming on different platforms.
We also put up produced videos. But when we put up a produced video, we can't interact.
Right.
The purpose of the live is to be able to interact.
Yeah,
that's the main reason
fun.
for it. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, and so hello all, says somebody. Is he one of your followers?
Ultraman,
One Red.
Probably.
I think he's one of Bree's, and for Bree's followers, supporters, subscribers, whatever term you want to make. I mean, this is a chance for you to ask her questions and interact with the lovely lady Brianna. You don't get to do that every day of the week. How did Rolex start using the green color as sort of a trademark? Does anybody know? Good question. Maybe you can Google that. First, are we going to show that watch before we do that? You want to show it? Wait, Carlos says something. Maybe Hoffman's with Bree event is in the future, and the one with Steve and wife at that nice restaurant is in the past. Oh, he's getting close. He's getting close.
He's not it.
Well, no, that's who was there, was Steve and the wife at the nice restaurant. So this might actually be him. He has a sense of humor. This might actually be the real Carlos.
Can you ask another question? Because he can't make jokes right now.
Craig, because this is a security thing, right?
This is serious.
Bree says this is serious business. Craig, can't wrap my... Can't wrap my mind around your obsession with these Japanese watches. Finally, like, please should get a Rolex for her services, not a Japanese battery. Oh, well, she likes her watch, don't you? Show your watch.
I do. And it really goes with the green, actually.
She likes her watch. Yeah, she does. So there you go. She likes it. That's all that matters, is she likes it. Carlos, you once dropped a watch in the pool at home in Panama. Which watch was it? Real wrench members know.
That's great.
Oh, look at that. Stig is stepping in and taking care of security
There you go.
issues.
There you go.
All right, so we're going to show this?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Two-tone, 36 millimeter with bezel.
Okay. It's really, the pictures are really dark, so it's hard to tell, but I guess it's a dark green dial?
Definitely.
Is that the idea? Very interesting. And not a terrible price. Not a bad price. It's got some wear on that fluted bezel, but that's, oh, so that's a buy it now at $62.75. That's not terrible.
You can make an offer, but yeah.
Yeah, make an offer, folks. Step up, folks.
In.
Let's see. Would you sell some Bitcoin for a Rolex? No. I'm not going to sell the Bitcoin. Okay, let's see. Craig.
Sell the Rolex for a Bitcoin.
Stig, that's too easy. Everyone knows that. You should take your security role more seriously.
But he should have just answered the question.
I think Carlos is playing games with these guys. I think maybe Carlos has had a couple little drinks, do you think? He seems to be in a playful mood on this Saturday. By the way, the big race is tomorrow, the Indy 500, and supposedly there's going to be a Bitcoin car in the race on the front row of the start of the race. Fine lady, would you trade that Japanese watch for a fine purple two-tone Rolex? My father fought the Japanese in the war.
I don't think so.
You don't really want two-tone, because two-tone means steel and gold. So you'd be going from all gold to steel and gold.
Steel and gold, no.
You probably want to stay with all gold.
This is an upgrade. This is an
yeah, if you're going to do something, you want to do an upgrade. Good point.
Yeah.
No sense in
downgrading. No.
Very good point. Okay, so I guess they want to...
Why is the color...
Okay, let's find that, and then maybe we'll have you model the
just commented.
Yeah, let's see, Corey was fun. Okay, if it's you, Carlos, call in live so we can see you. Okay, I'm going to have to put the link in here.
Oh, yes.
For him to do that, so we'll do that. I've been in hiatus, back from post-COVID lockdown. Ironically, I'm buying a green Seiko LX from Steve next week. Wow. Good. Wow. Please share it. Please share it with us when you get it. And maybe even call in live from there if we're doing a show at the same time. Okay, so let's get the invite link. And Carlos can come in. I'm putting the link in the chat now. That is the link to join the show, and it's in several times because we're broadcasting on several platforms. That's why it pops up several times. Let's see here. Maybe you're right, Craig. Good job with the Japanese watch. Save your money for the next adventure. As a man with many, many years of experience, not all women are created equally. That's right. Bree is superior to all other women. She has a competitive advantage. Yes, she does. Now, let's see. I drank out of this thing. This is my Bitcoin bottle.
Wow. Without the sleeve
and I drank out of it in the pregame show, and it dribbled down my front. Let's see if it does this time. Okay, that's fine. As long as I get any water off of it, right. And now just don't put the lid back on, then I'm fine. It doesn't drip. So that's my Bitcoin flask, whatever term you want to use for these. What term do you use for that? Let's see. And okay, we got a confirmation. He will call in or send us photos of the watch also. They always like photos to show on the show. My name, CraigShipp@gmail.com, CraigShipp @gmail.com. Nice bottles, says Carlos. I'm
Thank
not
you.
sure if this is Carlos. I'm
I
still
don't
not
either.
convinced if this is Carlos or
No, I
not.
don't know.
Okay,
I don't
and
think
so let's see. Noel G, Brief It Dance. When is the next dancing video releasing? Didn't you release one today with some dancing? There was a little bit
I
of dancing in it.
released a video today. Yeah.
When did it come out?
Like 3
It
p.m.
was live at 3, right?
Yeah, 3 p.m.
So on her channel, check it out. There's a little bit of dancing in that video. It's an exercising video.
I was hiking and I was showing some core exercises.
Core, yeah. How to get that core
and curvy hourglass figure.
Hourglass figure, how to develop that. She was giving some tips and she put together a little video. So take a look at that. That went live at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on Twitter.
And I can do more.
Oh, I did not retweet that, did I? The 3 p.m. one.
On Twitter. No.
Can you go ahead on here and retweet it?
Yeah.
Do some kind of an appropriate retweet. Say something like, those are very good tips.
Those are very good tips.
Very
you
good.
Can show about the color.
Oh, this talks about it here?
Right, a little bit here, yeah.
Okay, so we'll show that after you finish doing what you're doing here. Okay, so Corey says, thankfully, I do not worry about crypto nonsense. I worked in advertising with my father and used my inheritance to buy tech stocks. Everyone called me crazy. Now I bathe in gold and women. There you go. He did really good. Tell them my son. Oh, geez, there's his dad. Look, there's his dad. See, these are both fake accounts, right?
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. All right.
I actually don't think I scheduled it because I exported it, but I never actually.
You never scheduled the tweet?
On Twitter, no.
But it's on your YouTube.
It's on my YouTube.
Okay, so you're going to have, I stand corrected, you're going to have to see that video on Bree's YouTube. She'll release it on Twitter later.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
So she will release it on Twitter later. So check it out on her YouTube channel. Okay, let's cut to this. Tell us what you got here.
Okay, so basically says that it's from the Hulk movie. So it says, in true superhero fashion, Iron Man actor Robert Downey Jr. wears the Hulk, the Rolex Submariner with a green dial, and
yeah, but Bree, we have to go back. Did they say anything about previously? Because they had green. I had watches from the '60s that had a green box, so they've been using green for like a lot longer than this.
This is 2018.
Yeah, they've been using green. I remember in the 60s, I had a box that had some green.
Goldfield money. The color green has always been associated with abundance and opulence, and it certainly is the color most associated with Rolex. Aside from using green on its logo, they've chosen the color for many of their commemorative watches. Not only does it pair beautifully with the gold and stainless steel construction of their watches, it can make a watch a little more fun.
Okay, so does it say anything about the history of Rolex Green? Keep looking. If they don't, let's find another article, because it goes back a lot further than that. So
yeah, I don't think so.
So let's see.
Here. Nope.
Okay. Okay. The fake Carlos. How is ebony for a pocket knife handle that would be used only to cut apples as to open bottles with the corkscrew? Not sure about that. Okay, so do you think Bitcoin will rise or fall this weekend? Probably both. It'll probably rise and then fall. It's been really volatile lately. They must listen, okay? And let's see. Why don't my father and I have wrenches? I have over 40 years. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, all right. Okay. I've owned the Rolex Hulk, and it was not a comfortable watch. Interesting. Yeah, well, the super cases are not that comfortable, but did they have a super case or were they pre-super case? I don't remember. All right, so I recommend the two Corys for Wrench Gang. Yeah, right. This probably isn't even the correct serve, right? How do you pronounce his name?
Buser.
Buser. Okay, it's
There's
probably
another one that comes.
this
Buser in
probably.
Exile.
Yeah, this
That's the fake
probably
one.
isn't. I don't even know if this is even the real one here because he's suggesting that we give the two fake Corey accounts wrenches. Jeez,
Oh gosh, we don't
I
know
don't
who's
know.
real or who's not.
Um, and Noel G
What's the
says,
point
"What's the
of the
point of a
wrench?
wrench?" The wrench is they can moderate. They can hit somebody overhead with the wrench, and they can moderate. Can you go answer that, Bree, and see what that is? Because it might be a delivery. See, this is live TV, folks, and don't trip over your
heels.
don't trip over your thing. Just go ahead and answer the door, and see what they need. Live TV, folks. That's how that works. So yeah, the point of the wrench is they can be moderators, and so if somebody is acting up in the chat, they can put them on a timeout. They can hide them. They can do a bunch of things to people that are acting out. And that way we don't have to do it live in the show. I don't have to pay attention to that. They can pay attention for me. Somebody has infiltrated the compound. Yes, this is a security breach. The front gate buzzer went off. Okay, and so yeah, we can show the dress, and then you can tell us what happened. Okay, so let's switch to camera 2. Okay, so there you can kind of see the dress. It's still very dark. There's not enough light back there, unfortunately. But you can kind of see the dress. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Lovely Lady Brianna. Let's check a time check while we get the chair back in position. Do some live dancing, says Noel G. I think she just did.
I just did.
And he says beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's see. And Triforce says, Craig, the real Corey, Wilson James, and Jr. are advertising legends. I learned about them in business school. I think they might be real. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. We already read these two. Very classy. All right. We're getting some good comments here. Derek says, Craig, what about the green face day date? Did we show one? We showed one earlier. Yeah, we showed a day date with a green dial earlier. See if you can find some more. Derek will get a kick out of it. Oh, let's show these here before you do that. And then afterwards you can find when Boozer infiltrated some years ago, he blocked me and I wasn't feeling like this. Okay.
I think if he was the real Carlos, he would have called
Is
in.
Bree wearing one of Craig's hats? If so, are head sizes the same? No, she wears a smaller. She wears a 6 3/4, and I wear a 7 1/8 and a Stetson.
This is found on eBay.
So she wears a 6 3/4. I cannot ask my owner is in her business now, but I have a feeling that Carlos would act like this in the current situation. Okay.
This is Beaver.
Triforce Rich is in. No, it's not.
I mean Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, I get that.
There are famous people that watch this channel. Remember that famous YouTuber that you didn't take seriously, but we found out he had over 10 million subs? Oh, uh-oh. That's a shame. I agree, Bree, says Tim. Okay. I think it is Carlos.
He would have
But
called
not
in.
sure, says Kyle.
He would have called in if
Yeah,
he
well, we
was.
got to be sure if we're going to issue a wrench. This could be a serious infiltration. You know, this could cause harm.
He should just call
Okay,
in.
so what was the security breach? Who was buzzing?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody was there. I think it was a delivery and they just did it twice.
Maybe there's a delivery downstairs then.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get that later. Okay. All right.
We got some mail earlier about briefitdance.com
Yeah,
LLC.
you got some LLC, Brief It Dance LLC.
.com.
Briefitdance.com LLC. Yeah.
That's cool.
Craig, do you know all of Bree sizes, shoe, waist, neck, etc.? She has it on her webpage.
I do, actually.
Yeah, because
briefitdance.com.
she gets things sent to her, gifts and so forth, and
Yeah.
she wants to make sure that things fit.
I should also add my hat size there. I don't
It's
think
not
I
there?
had my size.
Well, if it's not, you should add it.
And
Yes.
my boot.
Measurements. I
size.
think you have your measurements on there too. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
measurements.
all on there,
waist.
so that if somebody wants to send
like
her a custom-made dress or something like that, they can make sure that it fits. So yeah, she provides all of that, all of her vital statistics. Triforce is in the house. That YouTuber offered to collab with Bree, and you called him fake, and we found out he was real. So be careful. Oh wow, wow! We lost an opportunity, Bree. Imagine that. Well, we've lost opportunities before. There'll be more.
Yeah.
Not a delivery, but it was Carlos. It was Carlos at the door. Whoa. Not at the door, at the front gate. He didn't get past. Whoever it was, they didn't get past the front gate.
Yeah.
No.
Super secure here.
Yeah. We don't take security lightly here at the compound. So, if that's the real James family of admin, then they could get Bree on a national commercial. Whoa, there you go.
Yeah, I've never been in a commercial before.
Has anyone measured Bree's IQ? It is off the chart. It is very high.
I don't think I've been tested before.
Yeah, but it's very, very high. Lance Collin says, Derek, he doesn't want the show to end. Does that mean he snuck past the military checkpoint? Yes, it's very possible that he got past the military checkpoint. That's correct. Let's show a picture of the checkpoint. Bring up, go to my, search my, my Flickr.
Oh, Flickr. And take this out.
Yeah. And click there. See what we can get here. Okay, click on
your photos.
Click on this one here. Yeah, and then go down. There's a picture of the checkpoint here. Keep going. Go. I thought it was in this section. Maybe not. Well, we can show them the security team. So scroll back down. All right, show them this one here. Show them the security. That's our chief of security. There we go. That's our chief of security here. That was part of the checkpoint there, but I thought I had the main checkpoint, a photo of the main checkpoint, but that's part of the security team there. Yeah, good guy. Okay. Bree would probably need special testing. Yeah, they need a special ultra high. Okay, Megan's in the house. Woot woot, girl power. Wow. Okay, we're almost ready to change. We're almost ready to wrap it up with Megan here. Second time Megan was hiding and wrenching. Did she wrench somebody? Okay, good. Craig sent you a link. What do you think of the new GS? Okay, let's pull it up. And it takes a little while to reload.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Yeah, wait for it to load in completely. Wow,
Some
that is that.
Japanese.
You know, here's the thing. I like that. You go ahead and just get rid of that box there. Yeah. I like the watch. Um, I'm not a fan of that squared off looking case. I like the rounded lugs more, like my diver has. But the dial is stunning. Everything else about it, I like the hands, the indices. I mean, I could probably forgive the dial shape just because everything else is, I mean, the case shape, just because everything else is so nice. And of course, in person, it'll probably look better than in this photo. It's not a good photo. Let's look at the dimensions on it.
That's it.
Just click the X there. And scroll down, exterior, open that up. So it is 40 mils by 13.1 mils thick. Wow, that's a decent size.
For a man.
That's not too thick. It's a good size watch. Interesting. Is it, what movement is it?
Movement.
Yeah. Oh, it's the 9F. That's why it's so trim. That's why it's so thin. I like it. I do like it.
Me too.
Yeah. 2 thumbs up here. 2 thumbs up. Now, what was the thickness again? Is it 13.1? Yeah, 13.1. Wow, that is fantastic for a sport watch like that. That's cool. I'm digging it. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Would you meet me in LA next time if Chick Wong would come and invite us to a lavish dinner? Sure. Megan is a tyrant. She is upset that she lost a modeling gig. So no, Bree. I don't know what that's all about. Okay. I recommend Colin Scott's get a wrench to prevent being unfairly timed out. Oh, she timed him out, I guess. How you guys met? Are you talking about me and Bree? We met at the Great Frederick Fair, if you're talking about me and Bree.
Great Frederick Fair.
Yes, let the women of the channel stand together. Roar. Let's see. Carlos and I heard Chip Wrong looks like a spy and is only interested in traveling the world, sleeping with beautiful women. Whoa. Wow. I don't think so. He's married. You mean the men who identify as women? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm not going to Louisiana anytime soon. Okay. Dayton Crown at 4 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so what do we got here, Bree? What are you showing? You showing something else here? Or is that one you already showed?
I already showed this.
Okay. Got anything else interesting? Because we're going to wrap fairly soon, folks, because we've got to, Bree has to take some photos. So we've got some things to do. Oh, that's a nice watch. That was one we already looked at previously, though, right?
Yeah.
Let's show that again real quick. That's a nice one. Nice one. Yes, that's a nice one. Okay. Only asked if anyone measured Bree's IQ. Why is that offensive? Bree, do you find it offensive when people talk about your IQ? Well, if you're doing it in an insulting way, then it is offensive. Yeah, but I mean,
Right.
if you're complimenting her, then that's cool.
Wanting to know what it is.
But if you're being negative and implying that she has a low IQ or something like that, then that is very offensive. See, some people that just hang out in their mom's basements and don't get out much,
Yeah.
they can be kind of rude sometimes. They don't know how to act in a social
Well, they need to get out
situation.
and meet new people.
They need to get out more. Yeah,
They
that's what
should.
that's what they need to do. I recommend Colin for a wrench. Anyone else with me? Boozer, do you hate Louisiana because they make riptide sausages and put them in the gumbo? Okay. I saw the comment in question. It wasn't negative. So, okay. All right. Well, here's the thing. If it could go either way, if it could be negative or positive, I don't mind them getting wrenched. I mean, people don't need to ask questions that could go either way, that could be construed as negative. Let's be positive around here. Let's be positive around here. That's what I say.
That's what I say.
Okay, so my Bitcoin bottle. Speaking of Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin doing? Do we know? I'll check on my phone. Be quicker to check on my phone. It was going down earlier. It was taking a little dump earlier. Dumpity. Now it's at 34,400. 34,400. It went down as far as 33,600, it looks like. So it looks like it's, I mean, knock on wood, so far it's holding above 30,000. I think it's possible we could still have another leg down. I do think it's possible. And if it goes as low as 20, I'm buying. I'm buying some Bitcoin if it goes as low as 20. I've never paid that much for one Bitcoin. I'd never paid 20,000 for one Bitcoin, but I might do it. Let's see here. Are you guys business partners, or partners in confused? Or partners? I'm confused. Business part. We're friends. I help her some with her business. I help her some with her business.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's also learning about Frederick.com. She's probably you're gonna work with some clients, right?
Right.
You're planning on it, and she's learning how to do all the editing and all the video work and all that, so she can do some of that for clients.
Right.
For Frederick.com. So she's seizing opportunities is what the lovely Lady Bree is doing. She's seizing opportunities. I only buy women of the highest quality.
I don't blame you.
You mean sex slaves, Corey? My son and I won't take transsexuals or whatever. Yeah. I think Bree is an intelligent young woman with lots to say. There you go.
Thank you.
And I'm scared to test my IQ in case it's too low. There you go. And Bill Woods in the house came in late. Did you talk about the ladies' snowflake quartz? No, we didn't. I didn't even hear about that one.
Snowflake.
I didn't hear about that one, Bill Woods. Gas, grass, or ass on my yacht. No free rides. Okay. All right. Oh, we got another one to show.
Yeah, we do.
There we go.
I think
Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date. A Rolex Oyster Perpetual Date.
I don't like the strap, though.
You don't like that particular strap
Right.
on it, yeah.
But I do like the dial.
That's kind of a heavy-duty looking strap. They try to do that to make them kind of look heavy-duty. With that stitching the way it is. Make it look a little sporty. That's what they try to do. But yeah, I like the straps like you have better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Classier.
Let's see. Is there a movie on Netflix where Chip Wrong's clone act as early spy? Okay. I heard Chip Wrong claims to be your friend. He says he owes you for your investment advice. Seems he doesn't hate you, Craig. Wouldn't it be bad to be
friends with a billionaire?
Wouldn't be bad to be friends with a billionaire. Hey, I try to be friends with anybody. You know, I mean, I have no problems with that. Let's see, Craig, have you ever had to deal with a low IQ client? I deal with people that are clueless when it comes to the internet all the time, but that's mainly because they're focused on their business.
Right.
Triforce Rich is laughing. But see, here's the ultimate irony is that business owners, small business owners particularly, owner-operator businesses, so on, that the reason they're successful is they're so focused on their business.
Yep.
And because they're so focused on their business, they can't embrace the internet. They don't have the time to figure it out, to figure out the social media stuff, to figure out SEO, to figure out why they should put content up on the internet, what kind of content they should put up. They just don't have the time to devote to that. So therefore, they get kind of left behind by the bigger companies who are able to do all that.
Right.
So that's one of the business. That's the business case for Frederick.com is we help a lot of these small owner operator businesses take a little more advantage of the internet. We help them leverage the internet as best they can. So that's what we've been doing for 20 years, and we're not going to stop now. Let's see. Craig, is that the real Carlos? Who knows? Or his brain has been cloned by Chip Wrong. Is Elon Musk secretly Satoshi? Elon Musk is a squirrel. I'll tell you what, he is a squirrel.
Definitely not Satoshi.
And I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he's just like anybody that comes new to Bitcoin, where they just don't know what they're talking about, and they've only done some cursory research, and so he says a lot of stupid things, and hopefully he will learn. Somebody will educate him, and he'll stop doing the stupid kinds of things that he's been doing, like talking about the energy use of Bitcoin. I mean, that's ridiculous. And then trying to promote Dogecoin as an alternative. Are you kidding me? Doge was created as a joke coin. It has an unlimited supply. Huge amounts of them are created every day. It's a total scam. And he's sitting there promoting Doge as a possible alternative to Bitcoin. I mean, you talk about clueless.
I mean, unless he's like joking about it.
But I mean, he's costing people a lot of money. A lot of people have been buying Doge because of him.
Right.
A lot of people are getting wrecked, and he's doing harm to Bitcoin. So there's no benefit to his actions. Okay, let's show this one. There's another stunner.
Got some colors on
There's
it.
a Milgauss. Yes, a Milgauss. A lot of people don't like the Milgauss. Now, one thing I don't like about that watch is I don't like the polished center links and the polished bezel. Those are absolutely scratch magnets, unnecessarily so. If they would have just had those center links not polished, and if they would have had maybe an engine turn bezel or something like that, then that would be less susceptible to those kinds of issues. But alas, they didn't consult me when they designed the watch. Let's see. Craig, is it true that Gen 2 Priuses used to be the status symbols for Hollywood types? Yes, they were. They were when they first came out. They were hard to get. There were waiting lists. I got one of the first ones here in Maryland, and they were hard to get. Okay, see if Bree likes the new STGF 359. Search that.
STGF 359.
I like having Bree so that she can operate the computer and get things spooled up for us to show. That's a huge advantage. Okay, I made $1 million off Bitcoin, and it was a joke. I donated it to the ladies of the night charity if they need it more than I do. There you go, support women. Absolutely. And Doge coins have dogs and memes. Yeah. Okay, so this is the watch in question.
I like it, I think.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Is it a scroll down, what movement's in it?
Let's see here. Movement.
It's a 9F. Cool. So it's a quartz. So yeah.
No.
See, quartz.
But it's not a 9F.
Well, they all are.
They all are?
I think that's the only one they make now. Pretty much a 9F. They might change the model number a little bit, but that's pretty much what it is. It's only 8.7 mils thick, so it's very trim.
Thickness 8.7.
That's very, very nice. I think that's a winner. I think it's a winner chicken dinner. Tim, everybody knows too. Okay. Craig, is it acceptable to buy a white gold for pay if you have a white gold Rolex? I would sell the white gold Rolex and get a yellow gold Rolex and then get a yellow gold for pay. That's what I would do. Yellow gold, folks. Yellow gold. There's no reason to buy anything else. None. Zero. Zippo. No reason. Let's see. Bree, do you like muscular men with 3 days not shaving and tattoos?
No.
What part of those three do you not like? All three?
All three.
You don't like muscular men?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Muscular men are okay. They gotta have Bitcoin.
but they have to have Bitcoin.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. But you don't like the scruffy 3 days no shaving thing.
No.
No, Bree says no.
No.
Kyle's in the house. Let's see. Craig, what about the Lexus CT Hybrid? It seems to be a Prius motor, but an Lexus IS hatchback. Pull it up. Lexus CT Hybrid.
Lexus.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, I just don't like the front ends on that they're putting on these cars. This is not as bad as some, but I just don't like the front ends on these newer Lexuses. So, yeah, I would probably just buy an LS 430 sedan and call it a day. It's probably what I
Yeah.
would do. Just an LS 430 and call it a day. Let's see. This is the best stoner show ever. David Newby. There you go. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
Stoner Show, man. I have a question for Bree. If you had to pick another crypto to invest in besides Bitcoin, which one and why?
Another crypto.
Other than Bitcoin.
That's a hard one. Because it would be just Bitcoin. Maybe Ethereum.
Ethereum. Okay. Good choice.
Because it's the next, like, biggest cryptocurrency out there.
Yeah, so yeah, that would be a good choice, but thankfully we don't have to make that choice. We can just stay with Bitcoin. Craig,
Yeah.
have you introduced Bree to Timeless Razor? No, I
don't think
haven't.
so.
No, I haven't. You can try one of mine and see if you like it. But they're not easy to use, I don't think. But you can try it.
Okay.
Chip Wrong is out of contention. He's too tall, tattoos, 3 days no shave, and too much muscle.
Oh,
He
Chip
does have a
Wong?
ton
Okay.
of he does have a ton of Bitcoin though. Well, maybe you can overlook some of those issues. If he has a lot of Bitcoin.
Oh, no. Okay.
Cybertruck. No, I don't like Tesla doesn't have very good quality control. So if I was going to buy an electric truck, I'd get on the list for that new Ford pickup that they just announced. Their new F-150 electric. I think they call it Lightning. That thing is awesome. That thing is awesome. Did I say it's awesome? Okay, Carlos, how did the watch swim in the pool? I heard Archie is kind of upset with you. There's Staples in the house. Okay. Oh, I passed over his comment. I like my yellow gold and my mustard yellow on my Hoffman sub. I don't blame you. Let's see. Good to see everyone again. Looking forward to interacting in the future. Okay, good. And let's see. Der Stiefel says, Carlos, Archie should be upset with himself. Kyle's in the house. Craig, are you selling the stainless steel Timeless, or are you using that one? I would sell it. I'm not using it, but I don't really want to sell it super cheap. Here it is right here. I've only used it once or twice. I used it in the video. It's got the long handle, which I really like. This is the perfect, absolutely perfect razor, except for I like the lighter weight titanium razor. If you like a heavier razor, if you like a stainless steel, this is the creme de la creme. This is it. I mean, you can't get any better than this. I
Is
like
it
the
heavy?
gap. I like everything. Feel it. It's very, very solid.
Wow.
So if you really like that razor, it's a killer. And I will give a decent deal on it, but I'm not going to give a giveaway deal on it. I mean, it has to be a reasonable offer. But yeah, here it is sitting right here, and it is gorgeous. It is
So you can
gorgeous.
sell
Isn't it gorgeous?
it. It is.
I'll sell it, yeah, because I'm not using it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll sell it, but I have 3 other timeless razors. I have
That
a
you
titanium
use,
one.
rotate.
The ones that I use the most are the titanium and the aluminum. I use the titanium at my sink. I use the aluminum one in the shower. And then I have a bronze one that I don't use either. I've got this one and a bronze one that I really don't use because those are both heavier. The aluminum one is lightweight, and the titanium one is lightweight. And I like a lighter weight razor. I was advised that you should use a heavier one to let the razor do the work and all that nonsense, but I really like the heavier one. I mean, the lighter one. So that's why I transitioned to the lighter ones. Okay, Bree, aside from being rich, what are your ideal traits for a man? Craig, look away.
Ideal
Okay, we'll get to
traits.
that in a second. Let's catch up on these comments. Think about your answer, and then we'll come back to that. Craig, do you
Okay.
prefer Archie's newest crew, Clive, or Clive and the Dogman? I haven't watched his newest crew, so I couldn't comment on that. Craig, if you went with a German watch brand, which would you pick besides A. Lang and Son? I don't know. I can't imagine why I would go with a German watch brand. I much prefer either Omega, Rolex, or Grand Seiko. I mean, those are really the three. And of course, I've settled on Grand Seiko because I really think it's the best. So I'm just not going back. I'm not going backwards. My razor weighs 20 pounds. That way I get my bicep curls while shaving. It's all
Oh
about
my
multitasking,
gosh.
folks. There you go. I use a straight razor, less irritation. Okay.
Not as gorgeous
Not
as
as
Brit,
gorgeous as Brit.
but
Okay.
it's
I don't know who that was. I'll take it. Uh,
He'll take the
we'll
razor.
have to negotiate a fair price, Kyle, and it's yours if we can negotiate a fair price. What's the range of the Ford? I think they have two different ones. I think one of them's over 300 miles, or around 300 miles, and one's less. But I think there's two different options. But for most people, that's plenty of range. Most people don't drive more than 100 miles in a day, right? I mean, so yeah. And if you're on a trip, they've got charging stations, so you're good. Rich told me I need one. Timeless is pretty class. Okay. Good morning, Bree. Okay. And Craig, do you do your own nails, or do you go to a salon? We're going to have to start going to the salon. We talked about that. There's a
Are you gonna do
salon
your own nails?
that I cut my own. I cut them. I have trimmers. I cut them. But yeah,
You can actually do your nails.
there is a salon
like
that we deal with that wants to do some videos.
I
So
would
yeah,
definitely want a manicure and a pedicure there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the way to go. Greetings from Brazil. Super ultra mega big fan of Brianna here. Whoa.
Wow. Thank
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you for popping in. Bitcoin forever.
Of course.
And electric cars are for girly men. I'm rich and driven around in my Rolls. It drinks liters upon liters, and who cares? I'm loaded. There you go. He's loaded, loaded, loaded. Is Carlos still in the house? That's a good question.
Where you guys from?
Us? I guess we can. Are you guys a couple? No, we're not. We're friends, but no, we're not a couple. Bree, show your finger. You don't have a ring. She doesn't have a ring on her finger, guys. She doesn't have a ring on her finger. If we were a couple, she'd have a really nice ring with a huge diamond.
Diamond. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they asked what
Traits.
what you're looking for in a man.
Okay, so I got a list here. They gotta be intelligent,
Okay.
kind, generous, successful, and they gotta smell good.
They got to smell good. So none of these guys that don't bathe often.
No, they gotta be.
They got to bathe on a regular basis.
regular basis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here's Carlos. Yes. Do you feel hurt with the comments about riptide sausages? Okay. I didn't even know that was offensive, Carlos. Okay. All right. So we're coming
he
to.
asked, where are we from?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I was born in Bethesda, Maryland.
Bethesda,
And Bree was born where?
in Ecuador,
In Ecuador. And you came here what? 10 years ago?
11 years ago,
11 years ago.
when I was 9, with my parents and my brother.
Okay. So we have another question here.
Hey, Bree.
Okay, first let's
Oh.
get caught up here. You guys have a banner explaining your relationship. You guys should have a banner explaining your. I don't know that that's necessary. I don't. Well, I don't. First of all, I don't really
Friends.
know that it's anybody's business. But
That's true.
But there's that. Would you marry someone who demanded a prenup, like a prenuptial agreement? There you go. Straight up, she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. So let's see. Hey Bree, if you swing the other way, you know what I mean. What does your ideal female partner look like?
I haven't thought of that one.
If she's got Bitcoin, and maybe you could talk.
They gotta
All
be
those
pretty.
guys, weird guys on Bree's OnlyFans are crying over India and having her list the requirements for me. Okay.
In India.
Bree, do you have a pretty thick accent for coming here when you were not? Did you have a big
Definitely.
accent? Yes.
Definitely, I did. And I couldn't really pronounce things very well.
And he says, did you keep it on purpose? She doesn't have that much of an accent
Not
now.
really anymore.
No. Carlos, should Bree change her last name to X to defy the conquistadors? Like Malcolm, little changed his name to Malcolm X to defy the slave ownerships.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting. Craig, is it surprising that only Seiko or GS is a watch company that has innovated, i.e. spring drive and 9F quartz? They've got the resources to do it, and they're serious about what they're doing. So I'm not surprised that they have done what they've done. I'm not. We can't end now, says Carlos. How old are you guys? You're 21.
I'm
I know that.
21.
I know that because she's doing 21 Bitcoin VIP songs in the year 2021. So yeah, they're going to end in 2021. They started in 2020,
Yes.
but they're going to end in 2021, and there's only going to be 21 of them.
Time period is 2020 to 2021.
Yeah, I'm pretty much ideal. There you go. Craig, we normally do not brag about our riches on this channel. Yeah, that's right. That guy shouldn't be bragging. I agree. Bree was
True.
forced to have the Rodriguez name by Spanish force.
Wow, they actually know my last name.
Okay. So, all right. So, what did we just passed over something we were going to talk about, and I forgot what it was. What was it? Oh, the prenup. Okay.
Prenup,
So
yeah.
I want to expand on that. So here's the deal. Good.
Yeah.
That was the right answer, because here's the thing. If somebody rich wants to marry you
Mm-hmm.
and they want a prenuptial agreement, that's like them admitting right in the beginning that the marriage isn't going to last. That's like them saying, hey, we're going to get divorced at some point and I want to control how much money you get. Right? That's what a prenuptial agreement is for. Is it defines what money you get, when you exit the marriage and under what circumstances and all that. And so by them wanting that, that's them saying up front that they don't think the marriage is going to last.
That's not good.
So that's not good. No, that's not good. That's not classy, right? It's not classy.
No, it's not.
I don't think so. Now, having said that, my advice to any guys that have money is get a prenup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For them, yeah, but for me, no.
Not good for the girl. Not good for the girl. So there you go. That's how that whole thing works. And let's see. This is the same question. Would you get married without a prenup these days? So yeah.
Without it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys probably wouldn't. Girls don't want it. So that's how that works. Here says Durr, I would never get married unless there was a prenup. As a man in today's society, it's insane not to do with the divorce rates and how men get cleaned out in court. There you go. That's the man's side of the issue, and that is an accurate man's side of the issue. Well, what about a rich woman and a low-income guy? Well, the rich woman is probably going to want a prenup.
Richer.
She's probably going to want a prenup. Yeah.
Or a richer
Craig,
guy.
why do you drive that Prius? A man of your age should have a driver. My family loves the Rolls for generations. There you go. Why aren't other watch companies innovating like Seiko or GS? Well, Rolex doesn't really have to, because everybody's buying their watches no matter what they put out. So there's no motivation. They don't have to. Why the other watch companies aren't? I'm not so sure. Maybe they don't have the resources. Would Bree feel any remorse taking 50% of a guy's worth if she were to get divorced? Would you feel bad if you got divorced and you took his money?
No.
Especially since Bree would put it in Bitcoin, right?
Definitely.
It would be safe.
Definitely safe.
She would take the fiat and put it into Bitcoin. Managed to avoid marriage for the moment. There you go. Post-num. If you get married, buy BTC, then divorce, who gets the Bitcoin? Especially if the Bitcoin was lost in a boating accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes the Bitcoin gets lost in a boating
You
accident.
can tell the spouse, oh, sorry, I just lost it.
Yeah, there was a terrible boating accident. Craig, do incels have it right? Do incels have it right? What do you think? 55% of marriages end in divorce as they are not founded upon anything of substance. Whoa, that's terrible.
Wow.
I would have said that it's a big possibility until I learned about my ancestors who were gypsy and kings of a remote part of Ireland. Well, see, that sounds like that might be the real Carlos. I don't know. Okay. I think
We're not
divorce
sure
rates are
yet.
actually higher than 55% these days, says Durr. Ask the young lady if she prefers a Prius or Rolls. Which would you rather have, the
Oh
Prius
my
or the
God.
Rolls?
Those are two good cars.
Two completely different cars.
Completely different.
What do you think? Which would you prefer, a Prius or a Rolls?
Maybe a Prius because it would last longer, I think.
And inexpensive to maintain.
Yeah.
Rolls is very expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
And Rolls, you
definitely.
really need two of them, so that one, when it's broken down, can be in the shop, and the other one you can be driving. You really need two.
But that's
because
expensive.
they're not very reliable.
Having
Yeah.
two is expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. So yeah, if you have unlimited funds and you can afford to have a mechanic on staff, then
Just
I think
choose
you
the
have
Prius.
two rolls,
Or
and then that way when one's broken down, you just drive the other one. Hopefully they can keep one of the two running.
oh yeah, if it's unlimited.
Maybe you should have three to be on the safe side.
3.
So you can always have one running. Same thing with a Jaguar. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Bree is out to claim your Bitcoin bags. There you go. Absolutely. Marriage is for the weak. When is the Fort Lightning going to be available? That's a good question. I wonder if it's just vaporware. I wonder if they're actually going to ship them. You can get on the waiting
Tell
list.
him, son.
40 years. All right, I think we're going to have to end this, Bree. This can go on for indefinitely. Let's see. Wife and I have been married 33 years. Marry your best friend and for love, as possessions won't cut it. Bitcoin helps a lot, I think. Bitcoin helps a lot. So anyway, I think divorce rates and the unsolved murder rate in Detroit are 70%. Coincidence, perhaps. Oh, God. Oh, God. Prenup agreements have to be done properly or they may not be enforceable. That's correct. That's correct. They're not always ironclad. That's right. I did away with the wife ages ago, Craig. Oh, my goodness. Maybe she was in a boating accident. Oh, that's terrible. Hummer is greater than Ford Lightning. Okay. Bullish or bearish on Bitcoin? Long-term bullish, short-term, I don't know. I think there could be some more pain. I don't think people have felt enough pain yet.
Yeah.
Craig, do you feel any guilty? So many degenerates have children, but you didn't. Great, Craig Jr. No, I'm good with it. My sister had 7 kids, and I saw everything she went through.
7
And
kids.
so, yeah, and so that was enough. That was enough. Yeah, she had 7.
That's so much.
She had 7. Junior and I don't even bother with her anymore. Okay. That's Mom, Bill. So true. All right. I can't even keep up. Thanks for the live, guys, but I'm a big fan. We'll be rich and famous soon. Excellent. He might be a suitor. Marriage is the main cause of divorce. I married a girl a third my age, and she took a third of my money. Don't do it. Uh-oh.
no.
Wow.
Well, good for her, but not good for
Yeah. It looks like Bitcoin got divorced because it's less than half the value it used to be during the house. Yeah, it's taken a big pullback. Some people are buying the dip, though. Buying the dip. All right.
All right, that's it.
We're going to wrap this puppy up. We got 34 live viewers. Hey, folks, make sure to subscribe. Click the bell so you get notifications so you can hang out with us next time. And follow Bree. You can see the links on the ticker below.
Thank you for watching.
BreeFitDance.com. BreeFitDance.com. We've been live for over an hour, and it's been fun, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.